I just raised $10 million. I raised 20 million. I even raised 5. You don't need to go after people who raise 100 million.
Yes.
There's more companies who have just raised 1 to 5 million.
Yep.
And you know what they have to say? They're like, oh, our investors need us to burn the money to try to create the next Uber. Either create the next Uber or go bankrupt.
Somebody listening, they're launching online for the first time, they're building their brand. Let's talk about one of your businesses. What's the business that people know you more for now?
I have an agency that does internet marketing.
Yeah.
And that's growing quite fast.
Yeah.
But I've been doing it for 16 years.
Yeah.
So a quick tip if you want to get more customers, because when I first started my first agency, this is my second one, I had no following. And now it's super easy because there's like Crunchbase, which shows like new companies that are getting funded. And there's all these job sites which are posting jobs. So let's say you're looking to be a social media marketer and you want to work with companies. There's so many people that don't know social media and don't understand it because most business owners are not young, right?
Yes.
They're much older, especially the ones that are larger in size.
Yeah.
So if you go to Indeed and you find all their job postings or Craigslist, you can be emailing back, be like, I know you're looking for a social media manager, and you can make a video, like make a video job application. Okay. And I know you're trying to get them as a client, not as you don't want to work for them full time. Right. You go make a video and be like, hey, so-and-so, I know you're looking for a full-time social media manager, and I would apply, but you're doing it all wrong. See, the thing is, I know social media really well, and for you to get everything that you're looking for, you need someone to create your content. You need someone to just manage your social media profiles. You need someone to do video. Like, you can break down, and I'm like, that's more than just one job. And if you hire someone full-time, you're not gonna get the results you're looking for. I've done well on social media. Look, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at my profiles. You know what? I can help you solve all your problems, and best of all, I can do it for less than your job posting as a contractor.
So this is literally what you do.
Yeah.
You'll have people, your assistants, or you'll do it.
Yeah.
You'll go on Indeed.com, which is like a kind of like Monster.com, right?
Yes, and I do.
Do you ever do Monster too?
No, I do more Indeed, but more than anything, I do Craigslist.
Really?
Because it's typically like if you're just starting out, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're just starting out, people who post on Craigslist are typically smaller businesses than the ones that post on Indeed. They still have money, and a lot of them still make millions of dollars, but Indeed is a lot of large corporations who will just ignore it and be like, no, we want a full-time employee.
Huh. So you're just going to, you go in the searching for jobs section of Craigslist.
Yeah.
And you just look for people looking for marketing, contractors.
Like social media marketing?
Even personal assistants, you can probably do the same thing because if they own it. Now, you mentioned, was it Crunchbase?
In the past, we were talking about Crunchbase.
So what were you using Crunchbase? You were going there to identify companies?
Yeah, so with Crunchbase, what we were doing is anytime you're pitching services, and I know you have a course on social media marketing that teaches people like how to do it, which is great. On Crunchbase, all these businesses, it's a list of everyone who recently got funding. So Crunchbase announces like people who like, I just raised $10 million, I raised 20 million, I even raised 5. You don't need to go after people who raise 100 million.
Yes.
There's more companies who have just raised 1 to 5 million.
Yep.
And you know what they have to say? They're like, oh, our investors need us to burn the money to try to create the next Uber. Either create the next Uber or go bankrupt.
Yes.
So if you hit them up, because they just recently got a check, what do they got to do? Spend it. So I emailed them, the CEOs, and the investors, because it lists on Crunchbase which venture capital fund, right? The people giving money.
Yep.
And the partner who led the deal. And their emails are all public because they want more deal flow. So you email them and the company and be like, hey guys, I know you just recently wrote a check to this company. Here are all the ways they're messing up. I think this is an amazing company, but unless they fix this, I don't see how they're gonna be huge. And these investors, they wrote a big check that would be like, go hire this guy.
So they'll literally, so you're coming around the back, the backside, and you're getting them to put pressure on the people they just funded, put money into.
Yes,
That's
and
a
you
good
tell
idea.
the investors like, here are all the changes I would make.
Yeah.
Because the investors aren't gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go do this without you. They're the guys writing a check. They don't wanna do work.
Yeah.
They'd rather just go tell the other people, hire this guy. He knows what he's doing.
What services, just as a side note, what kind of services do you find for your agency that are the most efficient to offer, that help people the most, that aren't too, some things you can offer people are hard to fulfill for people. They never are happy. What do you find? Do you have just a list of things that you say, this is usually number 1, 2, 3?
The easiest moneymaker and actually the best service to offer is paid ad management. So
Okay.
like pay-per-click management, whether it's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google AdWords, because most people that are buying and even spending $500,000, $1 million a month, or even $100,000 a month, they have no clue what they're doing.
Yes, they're just throwing money at it.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, everyone else is on Facebook. We got to go spend money on Facebook ads.
So you'll basically come into them and say, what do you recommend for somebody watching that's doing Facebook ads or thinking about doing YouTube, Insta? Do you do a flat fee plus a percentage of spend?
Yes.
Or do you do, okay.
So charge them at least a few grand
Yep.
or 15% of spend. You can go
Yeah.
down to 10% of spend and you can go all the way up to 20.
Yeah.
Getting more than 20 is a bit greedy.
Yeah.
Going lower than 10 is usually not worth it.
Yeah.
So even if someone's doing like 100 grand, you want to take 10%. And it's really easy for them to pay you that. And the reason being is a lot of times like their copy sucks or their social media ad image just sucks, right? Like on their Facebook ads. And just making it a little bit better
Yeah.
gives them more than a 10% lift. And they're like, oh, wow, we're getting better results. And even
Yeah.
though we're giving you 10%, it's still paying for itself.
Yeah. Yeah, you can show them. You can track how much at first you were making.
Yes, instantly too.
You can say, look, your old ad was getting, your CPA was $70 and I dropped it to $50. So I saved you, 30, 40%. And now I'm only charging you 10.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to make 6 figures a month. Because think about it. Facebook's worth 500 and some change billion,
Yep.
right? Google's worth 700 and something billion. Facebook makes almost all their money from ads. And
Yes.
same with Google. Forget
Yes.
Android and all that. It's still almost all
Yeah,
ads.
it's like 85% or 90%.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you just had to take a slice of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's such a big pie. You don't even need 0.1%.
So for somebody who's watching, who doesn't know, let's move on to I think we're on number 3. What's a hack for somebody who sees the value in offering Facebook ad management, Google ad management, but doesn't know how to do it?
You can go to Google AdWords. They have a certification program,
Yep.
and they teach you how to do AdWords.
So Google for free.
Yeah, for free, because they want you to spend more money.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing a better job and getting a better ROI, what
Yep.
are you going to do? You're going to spend more money.
So tip number 3 is go, and I've had my staff do that. I'm like, go through this. It's free. Ben, did you ever get certified?
No, I haven't, but Alexander just did.
Oh, Alex, see, one of my staff, I told him, my brother didn't do it yet, but Alexandria. I learned Google AdWords back when it started. I got in, there was no tutor. You was just sitting there spending money. It was easier then. What about for Facebook, learning Facebook?
So Facebook Support Center
Yes.
teaches you more about ads than a lot of the stuff you read online. And it's
Yeah.
actually an amazing place. Or you just go to YouTube and you just type in like how to do Facebook ads and like go look for the most popular videos,
Yeah.
right? And the best likes and ratios, and you just go follow their advice step by step.
So it's not, the point is, you can learn it much faster. You're not gonna go from Monday and on Tuesday be the world's best expert, but
You'll be good enough within one day. It's actually not that hard.
you'll be better, put it this way, you only have to be a little bit better than the companies that are paying you, right? It's kind of like being a personal trainer. You don't have to be The Rock or Arnold Schwarzenegger to be a personal trainer. You just have to be in better shape than most people.
Yes.
The Rock might not hire you if you're not ripped and massive, but remember, in the modern world in personal training, a lot of people are 100 pounds overweight. If you have a 4-pack, you're good to teach them. So in the same way, a lot of these companies, they're like 200-pound overweight when it comes to Google AdWords spending and Facebook.
Even the big guys. I used to manage General Motors' marketing spend.
Okay.
Just digital for their finance division. They have mortgages, Camping
Okay.
World Insurance, and all this other stuff, right? $5 million a month.
Okay.
$3 million of it produced sales. $2 million of it didn't even produce $1 in income. So it's like, okay, you see that this doesn't produce, stop spending money on this $2 million.
Yeah.
I know that sounds stupid, but that's a large corporation making that mistake.
Yeah.
And this isn't uncommon. Like,
$24 million a year they're just throwing out. So you could tell them, do this. Just give it to me. Is that what you told them?
well, I started managing it, and funny enough, I got fired when I cut the $2 million.
Really?
Yeah, because the guy who was in charge, he was like, dude, I'm not going to get the budget for next quarter. And I'm like, but you're not making any money
So
from
you
this
actually
$2
did
million.
such a good job. They rewarded you by firing. That
Yes.
is very nice.